cramps? Is that
Yeah.
what's going on there?
Yes, right on the landing.
Okay. All good now.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. Hey, I wonder if you could talk about Reagan's night.
Mhm.
She started so much last year, played a big role, and then coming off the bench now and giving you that. What do you make of that as a luxury and how good she was tonight?
Yeah, we're blessed to have a deep bench, and I mean, even more blessed to have Regan come off the bench for us because she's easily starter package. I think that she brought great energy tonight, and she brought like the energy boost that we needed. Um, clearly Leah had a tough night with just fouls in general, and I think that Regan showed up and played out for her and a team. You're welcome, sweetie.
Reagan, does it matter to you? Starter, first off the bench, last off the bench. Does that any of that matter to you and how you play?
Nope. Love my coach, love my teammates, trust, whatever he has me do, I'll do it. I don't really starting. I'll do whatever I need to do. I'll, just want to win. So.
Reagan, Coach talked about how you have the ability to, pick up different parts of your game that, you think you need to improve on. What do you think you improved on most this offseason?
3-point shooting. That for sure. I made one last year, but worked hard over the summer, have this new confidence. So super excited to see what it does throughout the season.
So, Maya, how fast do you guys want to play?
We want to play extremely fast. The best way to play fast, though, is to get stops. So clearly we barely did that today. But, yeah.
Does that fit? Do you think that fits everybody?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we have the best personnel to play fast, but all our 4s and 5s have the ability to sprint down the court, rim run. We also have really good shooters in the three-point or mid-range. So I feel like as we keep practicing together, keeping our chemistry going, you'll see it.
You mentioned Jalea.
Mm-hmm.
Did either of you tell her, hey?
Oh, yeah. No, for real. Yeah, that is normal. I mean, it wasn't her game. She got a couple early fouls, and we've all been in that position before, and she'll adjust for sure. She's smart.
Do you like to see? I mean, obviously you don't want her to get taken out of her game by that, but do you like to see that she's bothered by that and expects maybe to score 29 every night?
I mean, it's good to see that she cares and that she wants to shake back, and you saw the effort in her as well, just wanting to shake back and get back into the game. I'm telling you, she's probably shooting free throws right now. Yes.
Talk about the free throw shooting in general. You guys were 9 for 21. Is that something that Coach Brandon has already talked to you guys about, or is that going to be like a point of emphasis for the rest of this week?
That's not normal, and that probably will never happen again. That's all I have to say about that. It's not us, anyways.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Well, I think I don't know if there's obviously things that we were looking for in terms of when you go back to our exhibition game. I thought our transition defense in the first half in that game was really poor, and we've worked hard on it. And I thought there were times tonight it was significantly better, and then even transition offense. Our outlets were much cleaner. They were deeper. We got a lot more in transition when we got stops. So those were some positives. But I think, it's a lot of new players in their first game, and it's you just got to get out there and play and work your way through some ups and downs.
How fast do you envision your team playing this year?
If we can get stops, pretty fast. But tonight we had to take it out of the net, far too much.
With Elle, she was relatively limited in that third quarter. What were you seeing out of her in that first half? And was that just kind of like a figuring out rotations kind of thing? Or?
No, I think she made way too many mistakes, and that's why she was over there with us. And but I thought handled it the right way, came back and really responded late in the game and made some big shots, which is what you want a veteran to do. So I credit her for that. She didn't have her best night, but down the stretch, made big plays for us.
When you mentioned so many new players, do you think this is what some games might just look like early this season, having to work through?
Well, I think the like a starting lineup this early is not in Sharpie. I think we've got to work through some things, try some different lineups, see what kind of lineup gets us off to the best start. Because we slow start tonight, slow start in the Hayes game, and some of that probably was early foul troubles with Jalea.
How do you think Jalea responded to that?
I thought she responded okay. I think what's hard, and I will compare S'Mya even back to a Tiana Jackson, is when you get in foul trouble and you're really an aggressive offensive player. It's hard to play the same way with the hesitancy of getting an offensive foul, and so she's got to play with more discipline on defense. But I think offensively, just keep being aggressive.
What'd you make of the free throw shooting today?
That we didn't make them. We'll shoot them much better than that. We work on it a lot, and we have players that shot it really well all preseason. So I think it was just a night that we didn't make them.
Regan certainly had some games like she did tonight last year. How good was it to see night one of year two for her?
Yeah, I think her and S'Mya obviously were the most consistent all night, and then I thought Elle came in and made some big plays, and then I thought Lily Meister was really big in key moments. So it's Regan showed tonight that she has some experience.
Coach, you mentioned S'Mya, and just what did you see out of her tonight and her evolution going into year three as point guard of this team?
I think we need to be real careful of taking her for granted. I think she's, without question, one of the best players in the country, and we have a lot of confidence in her. And confidence comes from demonstrated performance, and she's put a lot of really good stuff on film and on a stat sheet in her time here. And tonight, I thought she just really, really picked her spots. Okay, I need to assert myself. All right, a few plays go on, maybe, and okay, here's another time I need to assert myself. And I thought she was pretty strategic in those moments.
You talked about getting on her in practice late about that. And, it's not just a switch, but you got to go.
Yeah.
Are you still seeing that, or has she climbed that hill?
No, I think part of it's my fault because we don't have a lot of her stuff, in right now this early. We've really spent a lot of time trying to get some other people ready, knowing that she's good enough to get her shots within what we do, and she showed that tonight.
When would you want to have her step in? Is that Big 12 play?
No, it'll be before that. And even some of it, is maybe in right now, but we don't necessarily want it on film. So we're trying to be smart about that too.
You talked to Jalea a couple of times throughout the night, and you can see the frustration on her face,
Yeah.
obviously. Is that at all a positive, seeing that it bothers her? She wants to be great and better and all those things, or how do you read
Well,
that?
she's really hard on herself. She's a perfectionist, and that's just part of the her development is managing just kind of the emotional roller coaster of it all. It's hey, if you miss a shot under the basket, you just have to move on to the next play. If you get a whistle that maybe was a tough whistle, you have to move on to the next play. And but her desire to be great is as high as anybody I've ever coached. And we're just going to have to. It's going to be experience. She's going to have to work through some of those things.
That'll take time.
Absolutely, and it'll take games like this.
Okay, right.
You know what I mean? Yeah, having to feel it, having to play through it, and hopefully we can still be successful in those games, and she can learn through it, while the team also gets a win.
With Regan kind of being thrown to the wolves last year, how have you seen her develop and grow as a player
Yeah, I think just her versatility. We can do different things defensively when she's in there. Offensively, I think she's a tough matchup, especially now that she has some help on the front line. We're excited about the kind of year that we think she's going to have.
You got 20 minutes for Libya tonight. Just what did you see from her, even if the scoring wasn't there and it's not there on the stat sheet?
Yeah, I think that's, a young player, especially a freshman, can't look at a stat sheet and try to judge their performance. Her or Keeley, either one. I think defensively she played with good effort and, was pretty assignment correct for the most part. It's a lot of information, from a freshman to go to this level, to process, how fast we have to communicate and be able to give multiple efforts within a possession, and she's growing there.
What's the biggest thing you tell them or take away from this first one?
That we have to defend and rebound better, and that is going to be a collective thing. It's not, hey, I need one individual to guard better. We have to collectively defend better. We had far too many situations where we didn't communicate well and got lost on some switches. So, it's just stuff we have to continue to practice.
Brandon?
Thank you, guys.